Our second fan question is from Pittsburgh Sports News, PGH_sports news on Instagram. And he asks, if you had to choose, would you rather have Etienne or Harris? I rambled on the hockey question. Harry, I'll let you lead this off. We'll start with who'd we rather have, and then we'll go with who we think the Steelers are going to take. So the question was directed, who would you rather have? Harry, which guy stands out to you?
Who would I rather have? They're both good. They both give you different looks. Etienne, I think, is more explosive. Mm-hmm. He's fat. He's a big play guy. I like Harris if it was me. I know the big play's flashy, but Harris, he's a Steelers back. He gives me some – he can do everything. He can catch. He can run. He's durable, athletic. He can block. I think he's going to last longer, and he's going to be good. Etienne, I'd be happy with either. He's good also, but for me, I just see Harris as having the better NFL career when it's all said and done.
Okay. I disagree with you on one thing. Well, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say they both played for some of the best college teams, and they both had great lines. So.
Yeah, that's a thing. And sometimes you never know when you draft these guys high like that. They're on the two best teams in college football, arguably. Some of the best quarterbacks in college football. Great lines. You know, you take one of those guys and you put them on the Steelers offensive line who struggled last year. How's that going to affect their game? So you got to think about that. One thing I disagree with you said Najee Harris is more Steelers football. I think the opposite. I think Etienne is more Steelers football. To me, he seems a bit more physical. He bounces off of guys. He runs through them. Old school Steelers football. I felt like watching his videos.
No, I disagree.
That's how I thought. I mean, Najee Harris, I feel like is more athletic. Etienne, I feel like is a bit more physical. I agree with your explosiveness when you said Etienne. He seemed like his acceleration from 0 to 60 really fast. Like he busts out the tunnel. I feel like Najee Harris has faster at top speed, but that explosiveness. Etienne, I feel like he looks like he's standing still and then bam, he's past like 6 guys.
I think Etienne's faster than Harris. Harrison's bigger. He can take the hits, and that's valuable in the NFL. The small backs don't last a long time, with the exception of a handful. But
I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I would take Harris as well, just because I feel like he's more dynamic and athletic. I still think Etienne, from what I've seen, I don't watch Clemson every game. I've seen some of their bigger games this year, the bowl game, and then I watched some highlights on him. To me, he seems like he was the more physical player. So I don't know. If you look at their stats, pretty similar, honestly. Harris edges in yards, touchdowns as well. Actually, Harris seems to edge in a lot of things. Harris has better numbers. Yeah, Harris actually does have better numbers. A little bit. They're both good.
Yeah, they're both good.
So I think we would both pick Harris. So I guess who do we think the Steelers will take? Harris. We talked about it last week. I would guess that's who they would take. Someone else snags them. You got what could be a solid number 2 guy.
Yeah, that's what I would take.
Yeah. So who do you think? So do they go first round or second round for the RB though? I think that's the bigger question. Do you think these guys will fall to round 2?
No, not deep enough for the Steelers to get them.
That's the problem. I think they might fall to round 2, but I don't think they'll be around for the Steelers.
I think our pick's in the 20s. So
yeah.
In the 20 round 2, I don't think they'll be there.
Plus, like we said earlier, with signing Kalen Ballage, I think that confirms that they're not looking for a free agent running back. So I think their top draft priority is running back. And I don't think they're going to miss out on their guy. So,
True.